a concept that I borrowed from a business coach named Dan Sullivan. Most players set this big ideal that's unachievable for themselves, and they're measuring themselves against that big gap between there and there. Like maybe it's high school basketball. Like, I want to play high school varsity basketball. I suck, I suck, I suck. I'm not a high school varsity player yet. I'm not achieving any progress toward that big ideal goal. And the gain is simply turning around and measuring backwards. Like, Tim is on tonight with his son. Kelton's been working with us for about 3 or 4 months now, and his gains have been huge over time. Like, if we had him look at last November compared to now, like his progress is incredible. And so trying to just change the player's frame of mind with that is, really important to me because I see a lot of burnout with players is looking at that ideal all the time and putting in a lot of work, some of it misdirected in my opinion, but putting a lot of effort and practice into trying to get better, but always looking at this ideal that's out there in their future that they can't achieve and they don't know how to get closer to it. And then they just quit. Like the cost benefit is like, I'm putting all this effort and cost into it, and I'm not seeing any of the benefits. I didn't get any more playing time this season. Like I might as well go do something else with my time. So my whole approach with the gain is to try to get them measuring backwards. So why we set 3 priorities at the start of the program is so that they can look back. Yeah, remember 12 weeks ago, you were here and you only scored 0.2 points per game or points per possession when we were measuring it. And now you're up to, zero point 0.5 or zero point 0.8. Like we'll get into some basketball math. If your player's into math, they'll love it. If they're not into math, we'll give them basketball math to where they might tolerate it, and give them a way to measure their own efficiency and their own productivity on the court, as well as what I mentioned earlier, shot selections. One of my passions is trying to give them a framework for prioritizing different types of shots. So it's not like all shots are created equal. I chucked it up and it went in, so it's a good shot. It's like, well, I took a good shot even though I missed it, and the value of it is X because I took that shot. Make or miss regardless.